we back. Y'all, it is time for the annual Chicago Bulls rebuild here on the channel. This is usually the first rebuild we do every single year, but I wanted to hold off on it for 2K21 Next Gen because we had the 4th overall pick and we picked Patrick Williams, and then we wanted to wait until free agency was pretty much over, and it kind of is. We didn't really have much money. I don't know why I was waiting in free agency for us to do. I guess those dreams of Anthony Davis coming to Chicago was still deep in the back of my brain, even though I knew it was a 0.0001% chance of it happening. It didn't happen, so now I have to come into the front office and get my Bulls a championship. Rocky Show says, Kenny, LeBron is old as dirt, and LeBron, and I took it personal. Yeah, LeBron was giving me the business in yesterday's video. I'm going to say this right now when it comes to the Chicago Bulls rebuild. If you are a current Bulls player and somehow you come across this video and I trade you, it doesn't mean I want you to get traded in real life. We can still be homies around here. I'm just trying to feed the 2K gods for Chicago to get a championship. It ain't that deep. Be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and use the comment section, baby. Is comment of the day back? Potentially, depending on how y'all feel about it. All right, let's get into our Chicago Bulls rebuild. One last thing before we get into this rebuilding challenge. I've been dropping videos on my other channels. One, we talked about the Lakers offseason because somehow the Lakers even got better. And the second one, we had a P.O. box opening, which was completely fire. In the description, there is the address to my P.O. box. Continue to send stuff because it is the most fun series I have. You may have missed it because it's on the other channel, so links is in the description. And you don't want to miss out on those videos because those videos are fire. All right, so here's our Chicago Bulls team. You know exactly what it looks like because it's pretty much the exact same from last season. The only major changes we have is that we drafted Patrick Williams with the 4th overall pick, and I've done a few sims between when he was drafted and now, and sometimes this boy actually turns into a stud. I guess his boom or bust potential is kind of high because I've also seen sims where he isn't very good. So we'll see what he ends up being in today's video. And the other thing we did was we signed Garrett Temple. Garrett Temple is one of the vice presidents of the NBPA. So we got a vocal leader in the locker room. But that's pretty much it. A lot of our growth as Bulls fans, or as our team goes on, has to do with the front office and the coaching situation. You know what I'm saying? Other teams are signing big name free agents. We got a better coach. That's how we got to think about it. So let's get into things, man. When it comes to this, Bulls fans, I'm going to say this right now. This first year is not going to be one that we probably make the playoffs because from everything I've seen, and I loaded in this year's draft class, I basically loaded in the top rated one over here on the Xbox. So now that I'm looking at these guys overalls, they look insane. Maybe I don't want to use this draft class. So I loaded in a different one that should be better. It's only one A- player instead of 4 or whatever it was. So this is what we're looking at. So this year as a Bulls player or a Bulls GM, I'm kind of selling on some of the pieces like Otto Porter's last year of his contract. He can go out there and help somebody. I'm selling Thaddeus Young because he's got a team option that I don't want to pick up. I'm selling Tomas Satoransky because he's got a team option that I don't pick up. And I want us to be relatively bad next year. And I know Bulls fans, listen, we living in, oh yeah, Cristiano Felicio has to go as well. We're living in this fictional world now. In real life, I want us to win. But in 2K terms, when it comes to getting us an eventual championship, I think losing would be the best way to do that. So the first thing I want to do is to make a trade dealing with a guy like, let's go Thaddeus Young first. Let's see what team is buying and what team Thaddeus Young can fit into. I also want to get assets, baby. I'm thinking about getting first round picks and everything. So we'll take Tony Snell back in Chicago. We will give you Thaddeus Young. You give us back your first round pick that is top 3 protected. They want Luke Cornett. They want Garrett Temple. And they'll give us Bruno Fernando. Yeah, you have a deal. I'm not attached to the Unicornet. I wasn't attached to Garrett Temple. He ain't even suited up for the Bulls just yet. You feel me? So I'm cool with that trade. We got an extra first round pick from the Atlanta Hawks though. And 2K did update their rosters last night. So Gallinari is on the team, Rondo and Chris Dunn. So they have their signings there. I don't know how good of a team this is when it translates to 2K. I guess we'll wait and see. It is top 3 protected pick. One thing that we can always do is flip that pick later once we figure out what number it is. So that is a W of a deal if you ask me. I do want to let Patrick Williams come in and get a lot of minutes. So Otto Porter, I think you got to be the next to go. See, this is weird, right? So 2K updated the rosters. You see Aaron Baines is on the team, and he actually signed a contract there. but they didn't update the contracts. So Freddie is going to be a free agent next season. But they updated some contracts because Jeremy Grant is getting paid $360. I don't understand. How do you upgrade Jeremy Grant, but you don't update Mason Plumlee? They signed on the same day, 2K. That's just lazy. At the end of the day, let's be honest with each other. That's just pure laziness. Okay, now I got to look around the league and see what else they didn't really do. Paul Millsap is still under his 1-year, $30 million contract. He signed a different contract, 2K. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me how you can have some contracts right when it comes to free agency. Like Willie Cauley-Stein, this is his right contract. What the heck is going on in 2K? Montrezl Harrell doesn't have his right contract. It was like 217 or 219 or something like that. But Marc Gasol does have his right contract. What the heck is happening? How do we have dual free agency in 2K? How? What is happening? Austin Rivers has his right contract. But they didn't extend De'Aaron Fox. So does that mean Donovan Mitchell didn't get his extension? Does Jason Tatum have his extension? No. You can't make this up, bro. And we just asked for the minimum effort. Have the contracts right. It's free agency. Why put the players on the right team if we won't be able to put them into my NBA and use them the right way? I don't understand it. Like, who else is in here? So, okay, so you have DJ Augustine's contract, right? But you don't have Pat Connaughton's contract. Wait, the White didn't sign for 1 year, $1 million. This was his contract when he was on the Lakers. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And I understand this is probably small to some of y'all, but it's actually, in the grand scheme of creating a world of NBA, it has to be right for us to get the most accurate predictions and accurate representation of the NBA. Like, Paul Millsap's not making $30 million anymore, y'all. He's just not. This is dumb. Oh my God. I'm actually annoyed. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, okay, 2K updated the rosters, W. And then you see what these updated rosters look like, and now it's just whack. Like, how do you do it? Okay, whatever. I'm gonna make the best of it and still try to make these trades happen. Tomas Satoransky is gonna be a good backup point guard for somebody, and I'm gonna turn him into, even if it is a second round pick, I'm gonna turn him into a pick. I'll take PJ Tucker. We're throwing in a second round pick. They're giving us a first round pick, and it is the swap best from OKC, a part of the Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul deal. And now we have that, and we still have Otto Porter. I can't find a good trade for Otto. I do want Patrick Williams to start for us so he can get as most minutes as possible. I guess what I could do is simulate the first month or so of the season. And simulate the first month or so of the season, right? And then go back and see teams that are maybe buying that weren't buying before and try to make a trade with them. That's the only thing I can really think about doing. Oh, Serge also is making way more money than he signed for. So that's fun. Gallinari, they have him on the team, but they didn't give him the 3-year, $60 million that he actually got in real life. So he's just going to be a free agent next season, and he probably won't re-sign. But somehow Gordon Hayward gets his real contract. Just doesn't. I'm trying to put to. Oh, wait, what? Oh, they traded Mike Conley for John Wall. Okay. Devin Booker got traded to the Spurs for LaMarcus Aldridge. So that's interesting. I'm just looking around the league trying to find out if there's a place to trade Otto Porter, and the short answer is no. But a lot of trades did happen in this league. So I guess I showed you the bigger ones. Jeremy Grant got traded to the Heat. Bobby Portis and Kyle Kuzma straight up 1-for-1. And that's it. Okay, we suck. We can't trade Otto Porter, so we're just going to go to the end of the season and win this lottery. That's what I'm saying. I'm speaking it into existence. LeBron wins MVP. LaMelo wins Rookie of the Year. Sixth man goes to Boogie, a part of the Denver Nuggets. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Giannis. Chris Boucher wins Most Improved Player. And Doc Rivers wins Coach of the Year. And Michael Meyer wins Executive of the Year. Somebody pick up Boogie, man. He's still out there. What are y'all waiting for? He's still out there. You see what he can do in 2K. So that's got to be real life, right? 2K is the most realistic NBA game ever, right? So if he can average 17 and 8 in 2K off the bench, he can average 17 and 8 in real life off your bench. Sign him. All right, let's see who wins the champion. Oh, you want to see our statistics? Oh, okay, my fault. I got you. Zach LaVine averaged 27, 4, and 5. Kobe White, 16, 4.5, and 3.5. Laurie never does well in simulations, bro. And that might be, like when I said early in the video, if one of my boys get traded away, it doesn't mean I think they should get traded in real life. Laurie might be that guy, bro. Ooh, Boston versus LA. But the Lakers said, nah, that game 7 is ours. But yeah, Laurie might get traded away because he never does well in 2K Sims, man. It's kind of whack. All right, so we had invested in the Atlanta Hawks being bad, right? Did they make the playoffs? They did. Oh, come on, dog. They made the playoffs. I was kind of watching them throughout the season, and they weren't having a good year. And I was like, yes, we're gonna have that pick. All right, let's see if we win the lottery. We also have the 4th pick. You know what? Let's just get into it. Did we jump up to top 3? I'll take that. And we have the 16th overall pick from the Atlanta Hawks. That's a W. That's a W. We can make some things happen with the 3rd overall pick and number 16. Let's go back to the draft board, mock draft. They have BJ Boston as our guy at number 3. This is kind of rough. And the reason is, I was going to say I kind of want to move up to 1 for Cade. I guess Kobe can be like the best 6 man in NBA history, right? You know, and I try to trade up to Cade. I might have to. What did he average at college? 22, 9 assists, and 3.5 steals. He did not shoot it well, which is kind of scary. BJ Boston's guy they project us to get from Kentucky. He just had a great season, 25, 5, and 5. Shooting guard, though. 6'7" shooting guard, though. Not elite at anything, but pretty solid at a lot of things. Cade Cunningham is an elite playmaker. Defense is below average. Super tall at 6'7" point guard. I'm going to trade up to number 1. Okay. I can trade up for 2 from Detroit and get an extra pick. I'm throwing in Bruno Fernando. I don't have any attachment to Bruno Fernando, so that seems like an easy deal. And now we have to move up just 1 draft spot, and that should be a lot easier. I don't even remember who had the 1st overall pick. Who was the worst team, or who got the luckiest odds? It was the Spurs. Wow. All right. So we give you the 2nd. And they want to exchange picks. They give us one from 2022, and we give them one that's unprotected from 2024, just to move up 1. You got yourself a deal, sir. All right, you drive a hard bargain, but you got yourself a deal. We're going straight to the draft. And here we go. The last time the Chicago Bulls won the lottery and ended up with the 1st overall pick, we brought in the youngest MVP in the history of basketball. Can Cade Cunningham live up to that? Who knows? What was his overall? 80. We'll take an 80. And we still have our 16th overall pick that I haven't traded just yet. And I don't think I will. I think I'm going to draft with it. Power forward Greg Brown is the best guy on the board according to his overall. And he's only 18, 2 badges. B+, can hit the shot a little bit. We'll take him. We'll take a shot from Texas. Greg. All right, so that's our draft. How do we do? Greg was a 76 overall, power forward, 18 years old. I think that's a W. And now the fun part. All right, so the best free agent on the market with 0 offers is Paul George, right? I'm not doing it 2 videos in a row where I strike out on free agency. It won't happen, okay? So I'm going to offer Paul George a contract, right? Because if we strike out on the other 2 guys we offer to, we can for sure bring in Paul George, right? I'm bringing his contract down a little bit. And, okay, we are his number 1 option because he's only got 1 option. Kawhi. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait. No trade clause. Player option. We're going to back end your contract, and we're throwing you the most money we possibly can. Come to Chicago, Kawhi. He's coming to Chicago. Forget the Clippers. Forget the Raptors. Forget the Pelicans. He's coming to Chicago. That is a W. That is a W. Forget Paul George. We ain't got enough money for you. And we got to renounce the rights of Laurie Marketing? Sure. Oh, actually, we don't necessarily have to. We don't necessarily have to. We can let Denzel. If we can keep Laurie Marketing and bring in Kawhi Leonard, it's a W. Now, you're like, Kenny, I thought you wanted Patrick Williams to be your small forward. You're absolutely right, I do. You're absolutely right, I do. But guess who can run the foe? Kawhi the Claw Leonard is what I'm thinking. Right, look. Oh. Okay, what about Pat? Oh. We'll figure it out, man. We'll figure it out, baby. We have a lot of time to figure it out. You feel me? But the small forward position is cool. We don't feel comfortable with some of the other pieces. So let me bring back Larry Markkinen. Let me go ahead and bring him back. Because I do have his bird rights, and he wants a ton of money for his production. And if his overall don't take a big jump, I'm definitely willing to trade Larry Markkinen away. I hate to say that because he's one of my favorite players in this Bulls roster, but I gotta keep it a buck. I am willing to trade him away if all things need to be done for us to win this championship. You know, like I said in the beginning of the video, somebody might have to get moved, and it might be my guy Larry. All right, let's see how progression treated our young cats. Okay, so Larry Markkinen didn't take a jump. +3. Same thing with Wendell Carter. +4 for Kobe White. Patrick jumped up 5. You love to see it. And overall, we brought back Jakar Sampson because last time he played for us, he averaged 20 points per game. Cool. I'm happy with our roster right now. We may make some small tweaks, and maybe those small tweaks aren't as small because I'm talking about potentially trading one of our top paying guys. But you feel me. I'm going to send potential camp to our guy Cade. Nope. Cade Cunningham, and you know what? Yeah, send it to Patrick Williams too. I want my boy to not only be mentored by Kawhi, but I want him to turn into Kawhi long term. So where's my player mentorship? I'm gonna find my guy Patrick, and then Kawhi Leonard. Here we go. I want him to catch and shoot like you. I want him to defend like you. Where's those defensive badges you got? Where are all the defensive badges, Kawhi? Pick Dodger? No, we want you to get clamps. We want him to get Intimidator. Boom. Easy. Easy. We got Kawhi and Kawhi 2.0 on our team. Beautiful. Or do we just chill? You know, we have a good roster going into year number 2. Do we just chill and let the thing go? Okay, we lose game 1. Steph Curry put up 40. That's fine. Game 2 is a big win. Zach LaVine and Kawhi is a good little tandem. You feel me? We might just chill and have Larry Markkinen just be the guy be on the roster. But then again, he goes out and puts up these type of numbers in a starting role. I'm sorry, Larry. I'm sorry. You has to go. All right, I'm here to make a big time deal, I guess. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking about it. I'm moving Kawhi Leonard to the 4. I'm moving Zach LaVine to the 3. D'Angelo Russell to the 2. And Cade Cunningham is going to be the 1. Or Kobe White, whoever they want to start. I'm also bringing in Jaden McDaniels. If you watched the video from a few days ago, this man, Jaden McDaniels, is actually really, really nice. Look at I don't know how he's shooting, hold on, 50% from the free throw. He's shooting almost worse in the free throw than he is from the entire field. I don't know. But he's coming into the team, man. You want Larry Markkinen back, Minnesota? You got him. So now let's do this. Zach LaVine is a 3. D'Angelo's a 2. And Kawhi is just going to run the 4. I'm not even going to change his position to the 4 because I don't like the idea of his overall dropping. But he's going to run the 4 for us. And that's how, they did Zach LaVine kind of dirty. I'm not even going to lie to you. Why is he always the hardest player to scan in the game? Why does he always look terrible? I don't know. So this is how we doing it. Boom. Patrick going to the bench. You can still get your 20 plus minutes. I mean, it ain't like you doing that much in it. Yes. We don't have a power forward, but Jaden McDaniels and Patrick Williams can both play backup power forward need be. I like our roster way better now than I did just a couple seconds ago. Team is playing very, very well. We're the best team in the league and the number 1 team in the conference. And we're going to I wanted to go to the All-Star break just to see if anybody in our team made it. I'm guessing that Kawhi is going to be in here somewhere. So yes, Kawhi was the starter, and then we had D'Angelo Russell also make the team. So kind of big for Chicago, have 2 All-Stars. And I'm guessing Cade Cunningham might be running away with Rookie of the Year, but maybe not because he's playing alongside a team with a lot of options. So yeah, he's not even winning it this year. But actually, maybe 14, 9, and 6. He might win it. Where's the part where we see award races? Yeah, he might actually win it. That's a W. Defense Player of the Year might go to Kawhi too. So we're gonna finish up this season. As of right now, we are the best team in the league, and we might win a championship. Just that quick. You bring in Kawhi, you make a trade for D'Angelo Russell. Where the heck do I see standings? Okay, there's standings. You make a trade for D'Angelo Russell, and then you end up having the best team in the league. Our weakness is only steals. Oh, same thing with the Miami Heat. Okay, same thing with... Is everybody weakness steal? Okay, so this team has a lot more weaknesses. And this team. So our only one weakness is that we don't get a lot of steals. And you know what? I'm going to call cap on that. Watch us go to team stats, go over to steals, and watch us still be top. We're literally second in the league. So what's up? What's up? All right, we're just gonna end the season. Let's go get this championship. Luka's very, very close to averaging a triple-double and wins MVP. Cade Cunningham does win Rookie of the Year. You see his numbers pretty good. 30% from three. We're gonna have to work on that throughout the course of his career. Markelle Fultz, Sixth Man of the Year. John Isaac takes it from Kawhi, I guess. Azubuike wins Most Improved Player, and then Stan Van Gundy wins Coach of the Year. Stan Van Gundy is coaching the Pelicans. Oh my God, the Pelicans are nice, huh? And I'm guessing this is us. We're Ronald now. Ronald Winnington. So where's boy Kawhi has to be all NBA team somewhere, right? Okay. Or he doesn't. That's fine too. You don't have to be. He's going to be defensive team. There we go. Chicago Bulls and then rookie team, and we won't have the second guy. So we end up having the best record in the Eastern Conference, as you saw last. And it wasn't even that close. 4 games behind the Miami Heat. That's the team we got to think about. Did they sign Giannis? No, this is basically the same roster. They did not sign. Oh, they brought in Derek Favors and Jeremy Grant, but they did not sign Giannis. Very interesting. Victor Oladipo plays for the Atlanta Hawks now, and you know why? Because they lost Gallinari, which is unrealistic because Gallinari signed a multiple-year deal. But I digress. It is what it is. The Dallas Mavericks are the best team out west, and this is their Coach of the Year, Stan Van Gundy. Nothing. Oh, they have Gallinari. Okay. And LaMarcus, and Jordan Clarkson, and Bobby. All right, they put together a little whip over there. So we're going against the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks have made the playoffs for the first time in a minute. They brought in Freddie, which is unrealistic because Freddie signed a multiple-year deal. They traded for Josh Richardson. They got Uzman, and then they also got Mitchell Robinson. And then they had the Sixth Man of the Year as well, who was Markelle Fultz. Markelle Fultz won Sixth Man of the Year. Doesn't matter. They get swept. And we go against Brooklyn as the 4 seed. They barely got out of the first round, but this team is so stacked. But so is ours. Come on, man. We got 290-plus overalls. Then the lowest overall is an 83. They got a 78 in Marcus Morris. We ain't worried about... Well, okay, we a little bit worried. They barely got out of the first round, though. So, game 1 is a win for the Chicago Bulls. 2-0, 3-0, and we... Oh! Okay. If we would have blew that 3-0, I know the comment section would have been rowdy about that. And we just looked at this team. This team is really, really good. They got a nice balance of offense and defense, and then they have to go Aaron Baines down there at center. So this should be an interesting matchup. They've been kind of rolling through things too. The 7th seed beat the 2 seed over here, made it to the second round, but then got swept. The Atlanta Hawks beat us in game 1. All right, no big deal, no big deal. How bad though? Only a 1-point game. We ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about that at all. We come back, you win game 2, lose game 3. We're down 3-1. And now we can start to worry maybe a little bit. You want to start Patrick Williams and have Zach LaVine come off the bench? I don't think that's going to be the answer. But it might be. All right, let's force this game 7, Chicago. In Atlanta. Let's force this game 7, Chicago. We do. All right. Okay. All right. I guess Patrick Williams just had to start. What is he doing, though? Not a lot. He actually fouled out in just 15 minutes, so he's not doing that much. But we force a game 7. Here we go. Get to the championship, boys. This Atlanta team is nice, but we're nicer. Maybe not. Maybe we aren't. Okay, we aren't. Dope. We lost to Trae Young and company, and they went on to win a championship, so that's rough. All right, so I don't even remember what we did, but somehow we have San Antonio. Oh, San Antonio's pick was a part of... What trade did we do? It doesn't matter. And we have Detroit pick, so it's projected to be 11 and 12, 1.5% chance to jump up, and we're gonna do it anyway. Okay, we didn't. We didn't at all. No big deal though. We have 2 lottery picks this year that we can turn into something. Let's see what our team looks like going into this year. When it comes to contracts, D'Angelo Russell is... Can we trade D'Angelo Russell and get back like a real superstar? Like D'Angelo Russell made an all-star game for us this year, yes. But can we trade and get a superstar? Is Dame that guy? He's the only superstar that I can find that's not untouchable. His team is selling. Yeah, every other superstar across the league is untouchable, you know? So Dame is also 32. And he could start to regress soon. But a 32-year-old Dame is probably still super nice, right? So we have this 11th pick. We throw that in the trade. We have this 12th pick. throw that. They say no still. Do we have anybody else under contract that we don't really need? No, everybody else is we're gonna be kind of in a rough situation. You know what? I'm gonna keep D'Angelo Russell on the team because that's $16+ million for Damian Lillard. No, I can't do that trade. I'm sorry. So in the draft, we pick up a couple 75, 76 overall players. This draft class wasn't amazing, especially towards the bottom half. We have a lot of players that we can throw that team option to because they're on rookie deals and qualifying offers to Wendell and company. All right. Zach LaVine. Wow, that's a lot of money, Zach. All right. Listen, we're going all in for this year. Come back, Zach. Wendell Carter's restricted, so I can afford to not offer him a contract right now in hopes that nobody else offers him something. LeBron is a free agent again. He's going to the Pistons. Okay. All right, so we're bringing the same roster back. The only problem is, or the only difference is, we're better. We're older. Kawhi is dropping a little bit, but D'Angelo Russell is still getting better. Zach LaVine. Cade Cunningham's up to an 86. Patrick Williams is an 85. Quit playing, bro. He has surpassed Kobe White. He has surpassed Wendell Carter. This is what we've been waiting for, y'all. This is exactly what we've been waiting for. And you know what? We're sending him to a camp too. Not potential camp because he's already like a 85. We want him to be able to hit more jump shots. Where are you at, Pat? Oh, I'm sorry. He's already an elite three-point shooter before that. And then low post offense. Let's send to Wendell. Even though I feel like I might flip Wendell in a couple seconds here. We offered him a contract worth like $20 million or so. About $20 million. He's only at 84. We have this pick, and we have a pick from the Thunder that's like a swap from that PJ Tucker deal, if y'all remember. So a trade like this will be amazing. So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're bringing Kevin Porter Jr. too. He's on the last year of his deal, but we're not really worried about that too much. So Drummond is now our starting center, and we run it like this. Our bench mob is kind of nasty. I think instead of Greg Brown, I want to give Daniel Gafford those minutes. Our bench mob is crazy. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have Kobe, Kevin Porter Jr., Patrick Williams, Jaden McDaniels, and Daniel Gafford as the bench unit. That could be a starting five for some teams in this league, honestly. We have Steven Silas as our coach now, so I don't know what happened to Billy Donovan, but he's gone. And y'all know that in simulations, Drummond is an absolute monster. Like, we talking like 15. I mean, I guess he does that 15 board stuff in real life, but you get me? He's usually on winning teams. Season is wrapping, and Trae Young wins MVP. Eugene McKenzie wins Rookie of the Year. He was the 7th overall pick to the Houston Rockets. Tyrese Maxey, 6th Man of the Year. You like to see that. Jonathan Isaac does Defensive Player of the Year every single year, and Most Improved Player goes to Tyrese Maxey. So good year. We won 70 games. We have a 99, 99, 99. And of course, us as Ronald win Executive of the Year. Any Chicago Bulls All NBA players know defensive team, Kawhi is taking a little regression, as you can see, but it's fine. He's 50, 40, 90 this year. He's got young players that could come in and score the ball for him. You don't need to do that, and he's going to go to overdrive when it comes to the playoffs. Oh, actually, he still led us in scoring. We just have so many mouths to feed, you know what I'm saying? So it worked out. So we're going to get to Washington Wizards in the first round, who have Eric Bledsoe, Bradley Beal, Denny Abdia, Greg Perkins, and then Montrezl Harrell. That is a 5-game series at the most. At the absolute most, and then it ends up being 4. Okay. Second round. Matisse Thybulle is now the starting shooting guard for Philly. Seems good, but like, I ain't super impressed with it. Game 1 is a win. 2 is a win. 3 is a win. We won 70 games in the regular season, man. Oh, and we don't have to go against the Hawks. I low-key wanted to go against the Hawks again to say that, hey, it's our year now. We beat this team, the Brooklyn Nets. We beat them last year, and they didn't make any changes. Actually, they did. Who is that point guard? How did he end up here? So they did make some changes. But they still have a 70 overall starting at power forward. Kawhi Leonard's about to grub. This game went to overtime, so it was a close one. Steph Curry's a monster. Game 2 is a win by them. Steph Curry's a monster. Don't let him win this series. We're up 3-1. Okay, we get to the championship to go against almost the 7th seed. Almost. And this went to OT. And they dominated in OT. Sheesh. All right. Almost the 7th seed. Look at this man, Bobo. Bobo liked my tweet yesterday. My tweet said, I need Gordon Hayward's agent. And Bobo liked it. So, he's trying to get his bag as well. You feel me? Yes. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Now we're going against this team. And I don't think Bobo is going to be started. He's not going to be starting. They have two auto-generated guys, and maybe they are auto-generated, and I just don't know who they are. I don't know. I feel confident. Game 1, Game 2, Game 3, and a sweep to win a championship. And Kawhi Leonard wins his third Finals MVP on 3 different teams. That's the first time that's ever happened.
LeBron literally just did that, so not the first time.
And that's it, y'all. We got my Chicago Bulls a championship. You know, we just rooting for the day for it to actually happen. Hopefully it is in my lifetime so I could go to a parade and celebrate. You feel me? Be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Use that comment section. And again, I might be picking your comment for the comment of the day. We'll see. Love y'all. See you tomorrow. Peace.